Hi everyone, and this is Heart Divine, and today I'm going to be talking about the energy of Scorpio um, as October ends. So this affects us starting October 23, if I'm correct, towards the end of October, and the new moon happens on October 30th, 2016 for Scorpios. And I don't usually do a lot of videos. I don't even do videos on astrology as a whole. But when there are special occasions or moments like this, I do want to tell you guys what do I know about it and tell you things in a lesser astrological format so that, not every one of us can understand what it means when Mercury is in Scorpio, those kinds of things. So I just want to um, express this intuitively and on layman's terms and how this will affect you guys as a whole. So, yeah, just want to say that I'm not an astrologer in any way, even though that some people thinks that I have a knack for it. No, I'm really not good with the memorizing and stuff like that. So, no, thank you. So, yeah, let's dig in about Scorpio. This is going to be an intense transformation because a lot of astrologers actually calls this as the Scorpio season because a lot of planets are in Scorpio. It's as if Scorpio is ruling a lot of planets out there. So they have a big effect on most people because whenever a Scorpio is taking action on the planets, on the stars, something big always happens. And when I say big, like, you could be doing a business that suddenly becomes successful, or something big happens into your love life as a whole. Scorpio is intense. They are not the kind of people who are laid back and not going to make you feel things. Just like when there is something with Mars going on that is in the ruler of Scorpio, you do know that things are going to be taking action. And, if you don't have control over it, or if you have lost control with your own discipline, things could get a little bit nastier. So that is the effect of Scorpio. And with a new moon in Scorpio, with a black moon at that, there are a lot of meanings why it is called a black moon, but usually um, it's called a black moon because it is a second new moon within the month, that sort of thing. So, yeah. Um, with a black moon in Scorpio, it great. There are endings and beginnings. You need to be aware of that, endings and beginnings. But it's going to be transformational for every signs, not just with Scorpio, but it has a tremendous effect, mostly on Scorpios, especially those who have their birthdays near October 30th. So, especially if your birthday is on October 30, then there are going to be big changes overall, not just in your love life, probably um, the whole your whole life is going to change. That is possibly going to happen. One thing is for sure, the usual thing is not going to be so usual to you anymore, that sort of scenario. So, yeah, Scorpio, there is a big connection in terms of communication because Scorpio is aligning with Mercury during that time as well. And then it has also a connection with Neptune. And a lot of astrologers will tell you that how much this has a lot to do with your creative ideas and following it through, um, what you want to happen in the future, that sort of thing. If you want to start up something new in your business arena, those kinds of things, they are going to be mentioning like that. But intuitively, I kind of feel that this has something more deeper into it. Like in a relationship setup, I kind of feel that it has some kind of connection with twin flames and soulmates as a whole. Could be that you're going to meet a twin flame, you're going to be reuniting and reconnecting with your twin, that sort of thing, because um, the sun and moon is joining together in Mercury as a whole, and the sun and moon signifies a man and a woman as a whole, right? And when it joins Mercury and Scorpio, it's like a tremendous connection right there, very strong, intensifying, mystical, all at the same time. Since it is trining Neptune, it gives me a feeling of magical connection as well, something to do with very spiritual things. So yeah, don't forget that it has it has a connection with material and external things in life. So it has to do with your everyday life. There's something that you need to dig in deeper, especially in your relationship. Maybe things on the surface is not really what they seem, and you're now finding answers to it. So I kind of feel that those people who have deep rooted issues in terms of their love life and relationship, probably you have a question in your mind, but you are letting it go into the you're just letting things go and not trying to find answers. This is the time wherein, secrets pop up, you find answers. There is some form of clarity coming up in your relationships. For some of you guys, just like me, you can get some form of visions, ideas and visions and how things go. You become highly creative, and there is a lot of supernatural things that could go on in your daily life that could, shock you. Just like I think a few days ago I dreamt about something. It was just so weird. I dreamt about real people that I know. It's so weird, but intuitively I know it's telling me something. It's telling me something about that person, and it's giving you insights through your dreams, that sort of thing. So there's a need for you to observe your everyday life. What is the message being sent to you? So there are interpretations. They're not going to be the exact interpretations on what they really mean, but it's going to be giving you an idea on what is to come right there. And for some of you guys, it has going to be a special meaning to it. And for some of you guys, it could signify that of something you should be warned about, that sort of thing. So there's going to be a lot of cleansing and releasing. So for those people who are unable to let go of some form of grudge, unable to let go of something, unable to forgive, this is going to be a purge of cleansing and healing process, especially for those who have deep problems and deep fears. So it's going to be a really emotional month. Well, yeah, emotional month for each and every one of you guys. And I would say that especially for the water signs, they will be very much sensitive. For some of you guys, some of you guys might suddenly open up their psychic abilities as well. Some of you guys will heighten their intuition even more than they already do. That sort of thing. That is how much the effect of the new moon in Scorpio is giving us. So it's helping you to reconnect on who you truly are, that sort of thing. And, it has to do with self love and acceptance as a whole. And there is an emphasis on what is reality to you, what is something that you desire, and what is the reality. So it's like you're making your dreams come true. That is going to be very important for you as well. But all at the same time, all these intense energy, um, there's a need for you to protect yourself as well. Because, you know, if you are an empath or something, you might just pick up various energies from different people, and, you know, it might overwhelm you because the energy can be overwhelming all at the same time. So, do you know to protect yourself, meditate, those kinds of things as well is very important. So, yeah. In a career setup, um, with Mercury in place, you are you can move forward with a lot of things in your career. You might start up something new, move forward with your career, and have some form of transactions, and especially something to do with communication, probably blogging, websites, marketing. Those things are becoming very important. And it's so weird that I'm actually doing this on a Thursday. It's Thursday right now on my time zone, and it's the energy of Mercury and Scorpio in place, doing something with communication and sharing something very important to you guys. So that is one thing that you can do. Um, and one aspect is that you can also be very easily influenced by other people. You know, your emotions are easily being triggered. Like if someone is irritating, you're easily irritated by this person. And this is because of the Venus being with Neptune and Saturn as a whole. It doesn't really feel good as a whole. But uh, it doesn't feel good because you are unable to think logically. Even though if you think you are thinking logically, it's as if your emotions act first before your what your head is telling you, that sort of thing. And during this time, there is a possible harsh realization for a lot of you guys. Um, harsh realization of the truth, what is truth and what are just lies, and you know, it gives you some form of reality to the relationships that you're in. What are the relationships that are meant for keeping, and what are those that are meant for letting go? So you'll find yourself in that kind of a situation as well. But as I mentioned earlier, those who have their birthdays, those Scorpios who have their birthdays near the new moon in Scorpio, something in their relationship becomes highly important, and it affects their relationship for the next 12 months, you know, for many months to come, for the whole year, in fact. So, for some of you guys, it has something to do with karmic actions, consequences, and the actions that you did before. And for some of you guys, you're just seeing some form of truth in the relationship, realizations, that sort of thing. During this time, because of the intense energy, it's also perfect to do tons of workout since you will be able to release that energy by doing a lot of workout, those kinds of things. Just try not to overwork yourself. Don't overdo it, that sort of thing. So, yeah, this is a powerful new beginning and transformations for a lot of you guys. And I do believe that it's also a good time for you to create your new moon wishes. New moon wishes, because I kind of feel that, you know, this new moon is creating something in your life. creating some form of reality, creating some form of union. That is why soulmates and twin flames comes into the surface during this time. They are going to play a major role. So, you could very well make wishes relating to that as well, connecting towards someone, communicating towards someone, having them in a material plane, that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's going to be a very transformational and healing month. I I really feel that this is going to be changing a lot of people overall, whether in terms of their career, personal life, and love life, all at the same time, that sort of thing. So, yeah. So what I did for today for you guys is I have picked one card for each sign. Well, mostly two cards for each and every signs out there, starting from Aries. So it's not going to be an in-depth reading. It's just that what the new moon is going to do, what effects of new beginning is going to transform for each sign is the main focus of this reading. So it's not going to be in depth since it's just a card. So please do interpret this in your own way as well. Um, so feel free to listen to some form of keywords because sometimes if there are certain things that I say and it resonated with you, maybe it is something becoming very important as well. So take that in mind. So for Aries, we do have the Tree of Wands. This is the Tree of Wands card. And pair it up with the Knight of Swords. So Aries, okay, what is this telling us? I kind of feel that, for a lot of Aries out there, you had some planning. There is something that you want to happen. Oh, just so I'm clear, I'm focusing this on a relationship front. So it doesn't really necessarily mean that this reading can be jumped on to one thing or another. I specifically checked this on new moon in terms of the relationship for each and every sign. So yeah. So it could be that you're eyeing on someone, Aries, and it could be that this is a time for you to try to connect with this person. Maybe you have been observing someone or you have been thinking about something but not taking action. And this is a time wherein you're not going to be driven by other things. You are just going to move forward, not hesitating for anything else. There is something that you are facing at this time and you are going to boldly face it. Maybe it's your fears from the past, maybe it's you moving forward. Either of those things, you are willing to fight for what you want, and you will do that. So yeah, um, that is more of an action kind of thing for Aries. They're not going to be contemplating on things anymore. Just they're just going to push themselves forward. Maybe communicate with someone, that sort of thing. So with Taurus, we do have the Eight of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Eight of Cups. I do believe that for Taurus, this is going to be taking another look in terms of your relationship as a whole. So probably some of you are going to criticize it, or there's something off in this relationship and there's a need for you to take a good look. I do believe that for some of you guys, you're feeling a lot of emotions, but at the same time, you wanted to face this in a logical manner. You don't want to be overwhelmed by the emotions that the new moon is giving you. You're going to be facing this on a different angle, something that you have never done before. Or it could be that It could be that you are wanting to balance your emotions as a whole and try to see the situation in a different perspective and make decision based on that sort of scenario. So for Gemini, I kind of feel that this is really a happy scenario. You have the Four of Wands and the Fool card. Four of Wands and the Fool. So you're starting a new beginning over here. But I kind of feel that in a way for Gemini, they're thinking of stability as a whole. They want to have fun, but they want something real. They want something real. They're looking for something real. And it's as if at the same way, they are also on their guard. They're not fooling around, playing around endlessly. They have a goal in mind. So I kind of feel it for Gemini. This is opening up themselves, thinking about the future, thinking about their plans on what they want to happen, what they want to happen in a relationship. They're not just all about having fun this time around. They are thinking about what is good for them, what's good for this relationship, and what I can do to make it happy, what I can do to make it work out, that sort of thing. Probably for some of you guys, you're wanting to have a kid now and you're feeling ready about it, that sort of scenario. For Cancer, we do have the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. So for Cancer, probably you're wanting to start a relationship or a family at that. So I guess this is for Cancer men. I kind of feel that they are more wanting to act fatherly like, ready to be ready to be the kind of man um any other woman would want to have, someone who is ready to commit, that sort of thing. Thinking about stability as a whole. This is telling me that you are about to message someone or bring some form of good news towards someone, whether you are a man or a woman. You are about to bring good news to someone or to a family, that sort of scenario. So for Leos, you do have the Sun card and the Ace of Wands, and this is really just, it shouts new beginning overall. So for Leos, I doubt that this is going to be just for your relationship as a whole. I kind of feel that your whole being is being changed. It's being transformed. How you view your life, how you view your relationship, is going to be changing. And I kind of feel that there's going to be a lot of energy being sent your way, revitalizing you. And, I kind of feel there's a great purge of negativity. So you're going to be letting go of things that does not serve you anymore. That sort of thing going on for Leos. So for Virgo, we do have the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So I guess um, for the whole signs, one of the signs that are going to be benefiting the most is Virgos because there is going to be tremendous healing with them. But when I say tremendous healing, it's always doesn't mean in a good sense. It's not easily going to be healed. You're not easily going to feel healed. Of course, you are going to be feeling, you're going to feel a lot of energies in you. It could be that you are going to be learning something from a disappointment that you are going to be experiencing. Standing up once again from a past experience, a traumatic experience, that sort of scenario. It makes me feel that there are things that you are learning from this situation and you are going to be applying this. in your life starting the new moon. So this is whatever change, whatever major thing happens to you during the new moon, it will have a tremendous effect to how things will be for you in the future. And you will see this more of a lesson learned, you know, and the past remains in the past. You're not going to be thinking more about this. But all at the same time, you're not going to easily forget the pain that it has caused you. But you are going to let it go, and you are going to treat this as a healing process. So yeah, for Libras, we have the Four of Cups and the Judgment. This tells me some form of testing time into your relationship. The new moon is going to be helping you figure out something in your love life. Maybe there's something that you're not sure in your love life, and the new moon will help you bring some form of answers on how things will go on, or bring you some form of clarity in terms of your love life and relationships. Regardless on how that may go, you're not going to be indecisive anymore. You're not going to question things anymore because the new moon is going to tell you up front what's the deal with that. Is everything just a lie or is everything really true? Those kinds of things is going to be taking place. Now for Scorpio, you do have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So forward movement, Scorpios. There's a lot to be worked on with Scorpios. I kind of feel that Scorpios who have been hesitating a lot in terms of their love life, they are going to be moving forward and working through something in their love life and relationships as a whole. So, um, whenever this comes up, communication is one of the biggest things that comes to mind. So it could be that you're going to start communicating with someone. Maybe you're the one initiating it, or maybe it's the other person initiating it. You're what is what this is telling us is that there's communication and you're working through something about a relationship connecting to communication. So it could be that the two of you had misunderstanding in the past and you are working through in that relationship. That is one of the biggest things, and it has an effect on how things are going to go for your relationship as well. That sort of scenario. So kind of feel that this is really more of a work in progress for a lot of Scorpios out there because throughout all the signs, Scorpios will feel the most of the effects of the new moon in Scorpio itself. And for most of the signs, they are just going to be feeling it for the next 30 days or so. But for Scorpio, for some of you guys, it has an effect to your whole year, that sort of thing. That this is how big the new moon in Scorpio is affecting you guys. Sagittarius. Okay. Something that you're not seeing before is gonna be popping up. If you notice, we do have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords as a pair up. So you are being blinded about something, but this is a time wherein I kind of feel that you're going to be finding answers or making a decision over something. Either that or there are things that you need to look deeper within. Maybe you're not seeing things for the way that they are up front. Maybe there is some form of things happening behind the scenes that you need to take a look on. This is telling you guys that there are things that you need to look, research, and study before taking certain actions in your life. And for those people who feels as if they are bound to be stuck on a situation, that is not true. This is telling us that you have the power to free yourself in this situation. And with the help of the new moon, it's going to be providing you some form of clarity and answers. and you just need to observe and listen, that sort of thing. So for Capricorn, we do have the Page of Cups and the King of Rods. You're going to be engaging yourself with someone, probably communicating with someone, reaching out with someone, or someone is suddenly coming in your life, or you're dealing with someone that you thought that doesn't care about you, but actually they really do, and they show it to you during this new moon in Scorpio. It could also be telling us that Capricorns need to have some fun time from time to time and not just, focus on the serious things in life, not focusing on work, work, work all the time. You need to have some time to play. Have your inner child needs some form of happiness and joy, that sort of thing. So it's more of a calling to balance your personal career and relationship as a whole. Um, if you are too focused on your relationship, do not ignore your work. And if you're too focused on your work, do not ignore your relationship. That sort of scenario. Now, Aquarius, you do have the Devil card and the Eight of Wands. And for me, I'm just in love with the message that this is giving me for Aquarius. So this is really telling me that some Aquarius out there are just really going to be uniting with a soulmate connection, a twin flame, that sort of scenario. There's going to be strong pull of energies right there, especially if you're just being stubborn to be with someone. I kind of feel that one way or another something happens that will pull you together, pull you in together, the two of you. On another aspect, this is telling you to be careful, don't engage yourself in dangerous things because the energy right there is so strong. I kind of, I don't think if I've mentioned that, but it has to do with the Mars square and Uranus and Saturn. Um, Things can be very crazy at that point wherein people are so irritable. They want adventure, they want to explore, but those things are good and nice, but when you are extreme about it, it becomes a dangerous thing. So, yeah. But in a relationship front, you might be feeling aware that, this person is becoming a prominent person in your life. It becomes scary because you feel as if someone is controlling you, but it's actually your desire that is being pulled in towards that person, that sort of thing. And it creates something very unexpected in terms of your love life and relationship. Probably something you cannot resist. Because that is usually what the devil card is all about. Temptations and things like that. But don't get me wrong, I do like devil card when it comes to love life and relationships. It gives me a good sign. Now it also depends on the cards involved, but in this reading I just feel so good about it because I kind of feel something is being united, that sort of thing. So yeah. For Pisces, we do have the Knight of Wands and the Empress card. So Pisces, things are not going to be stagnant for you either. For the new moon in Scorpio, I kind of feel that some form of action is being taken. Either you're the one who's doing it or the other person. It somehow makes me feel it has a relation with Aquarius. It's like you're taking action to what makes you feel good, taking action to what your true desire are, what you value. And a lot of Pisces have already or will heighten more their intuition. So they're just going to be following whatever that they want, whatever that they desire, that sort of thing. Probably you are going to pursue someone, you're going to woo someone, and you'll do everything that you can for this person. All at the same time, it could be that Pisces women will encounter someone that can be overbearing, that can be, doing doing everything for them, that sort of thing. You are going to be receiving some form of attention, affection towards someone. You are going to be receiving some form of news about someone, that sort of thing. Either way, it's always a revitalizing energy. I kind of feel that this new moon is going to give you tons of energy. It will bring you hope, actually. A lot of hope and optimism to your life and your relationship as a whole. So yeah, it's all a good reading for each and every signs. You will experience this in different aspects, and this is just a tiny bit part on what is going to be happening for you guys. And but I hope that this is going to be helpful for each and every signs out there. It's is a new moon in Scorpio. It's a powerful one. So make sure you are sure of what you are wishing for. You don't want to regret it, do you? Since this is a powerful new moon. So yeah, thank you for watching and subscribing with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.